What's up, everybody? Okay, today's episode of One Life to Live. It was great. I loved it. Anyway, Rama Patel. Let me say this: Rama and VIMAL. I like their marriage. They have a very crazy marriage. So Rama and VIMAL have been separated for a while, and Rama wants to have an open marriage where she could date other men, he dates other women. And but at the end of the day, they come home to each other. I think that's pretty unique. I'm not a fan of open marriages, but it is what it is. People do that type of stuff all the time, like open marriages and stuff. They do that shit all the time. So it is what it is. Cutter is, he's the manager of Shelter. So, Shelter had a pretty bad premiere night, debut night. So, he's trying to fix that up. I just see Cutter as a damn low life. That's just the way I see Cutter. But anyway, I think Rama and Cutter are probably definitely gonna sleep together. I think they are. And he's probably gonna try to hook up with Natalie somewhere down the line, of course. Anyway, Todd goes to Shelter. He goes to Shelter, bumps into Jack. Jack is at the DJ's table, DJing and stuff like that. And Todd walks up to Jack, dancing and stuff. I was like, Todd is a fucking mess. So he straight up ignores Blair, walks behind the bar, grabbed 2 Heinekens, and hand one to Jack. Blair walked over there and straight up grabbed the beer out of Jack's hand. Pretty much. Blair was telling Todd to go back to Port Charles and stay there, and there's no need for him to stay in Landview, do everybody a favor and leave. That's pretty much what Blair was telling Todd to do. But Todd not gonna leave. Of course not. His life is in Landview. I think Blair is she wants Todd to leave so bad because she's still in love with him, but she don't want him to know that. She don't want to really give him the satisfaction. But I think deep down Todd knows she's still in love with him. And it's obvious. Look how she looks at him. Like, it's obvious that she still has feelings for Todd. No matter how many bad things he does, she has feelings for him. It's always going to be like that between Todd and Blair. That's just the way it is. Todd does horrible things. He's an asshole. But, that's just Todd's nature. That's how Todd is. He's always going to be like that. He always going to screw up somebody's life, if not his own. That's just the way it is. So anyway, Victor and Taya go home. They make love for the first time in a long time. And she seen the symbol on his arm and she wanted to know what was it and what happened to him. But he didn't want to tell her what happened. He just told her to let it go. Don't, stop pressuring, and pressing for answers. So when he went upstairs, he walked into the nursery for him and Taya's dead baby, Victor. He walked into the nursery and was wondering, why did she have a nursery? So Taya told him all about the baby, what happened that night, and how she lost it, and that Todd delivered the baby and switched the babies. When he hugged her, Victor had that crazy look in his eyes, like he wanted to snap. So Victor was telling Taya that Todd is a part of their past and not going to be a part of their future. He told her to go see Danny at the hospital. And he'll be there in a minute. So he was just walking around the nursery, and then he looked at the giraffe and pretty much beat the stuffing literally out of the giraffe. Straight up tore his head off. I was like, wow, Victor's back. And apparently there's a hidden camera in the nursery. I wonder who the hell planted that camera in that nursery. I don't know, but shit is definitely getting real in Landview. Anyway, Dorian is at La Boule getting ready for her interview. Her and David marriage is completely funny. Like, I definitely enjoy Dorian and David because they are such comic relief on the show when there's a bunch of drama. Like, they definitely bring the comedy to the show. So Dorian was getting ready to have her interview and stuff like that, and she's talking about the U.S. Senate and what happened with the letter and, you know, everything that went down. And the girl, the interviewer, quoted her as something that she said, how the people can't think for themselves and, you know, something of that nature. Something that she said to Vicky that Vicky quoted her on. So Vicky was back at the banner and stuff like that, getting ready for the story. Her and Jeffrey were talking, and she wanted to make sure he had confirmation on all the stuff that they print out about Dorian and his scandal, so nothing comes back to bite them in the ass. So Clint comes over with a bottle of champagne to celebrate Dorian resigning from the U.S. Senate. So they watch the interview and watch Dorian pretty much get obliterated publicly. I mean, Vicky feels bad about it. You know, she doesn't want to humiliate Dorian. She's trying to keep Dorian out of the, you know, out of the news as much as she can. But, you know, of course, Clint is happy about it, which I don't blame him. I mean, look at the hell Dorian put Clint through all these years. So Dorian is pissed and she's vowing revenge against Vicky. So let the Dorian-Vicky feud continue. And I'm sure it's going to be as big of a feud as it was 30 years ago. So yeah, today's episode was definitely great. I loved it. I can't wait to find out what's going to happen with this Todd Victor situation. I definitely want to see that. As far as Rama and VIMAL having an open marriage, I'm dying to see what the hell is going to happen in this marriage. But anyway, I hope you all have a great day. I will see all of you later. Have a great day.